There is a very finite number of things a photographer can do to get work. In fact, there are 7 things that a photographer can do to get new clients. Let's dive into what those are. Are you tired of the endless stream of fantasy marketing and vanity metrics? Yeah, so am I. My name is James Patrick, and I'm an internationally published photographer, media specialist, and marketing strategist. I'm also a student of professional development, and like you, I've been left frustrated by all of this influencer-driven generic advice, making us think that we are just one course, conference, or manifestation away from the life of our dreams. We need to cut through this crap and move beyond the posturing, beyond the facade, beyond the image to take real action on the real work that will create the real results. This is the Beyond the Image podcast. What is going on? Thank you so much for tuning in to our latest episode of the Beyond the Image podcast. Welcome to those tuning in on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube, hit the bell notification so you can be notified when new episodes drop. Had a photographer message me on Instagram and was asking for my advice on what I would recommend for him to be able to procure more clients. And really, when it comes down to business development, I can only think of 7 different strategies, 7 different actions that you could employ as a photographer to try to bring new clients or new leads into your business. So the first is paid advertising. And this tends to be, unfortunately, the default that we assume is the only way we can get new clients, that we have to buy ads, whether we're buying traditional advertising in print media, or whether we're buying digital advertising through meta advertising, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, etc. But for anyone that's running ads right now, or anyone that's tested to run ads, what you've seen is that advertising has become far more expensive with a much more increased complexity in how we have to gain attention so that we can actually see some sales conversions. We're paying more when we do advertising. And to be clear, my company does do advertising. We're paying more per lead than we ever have before. So that being said, advertising can work. It is a tool if you have the budget for it. However, what we've seen to be most beneficial when it comes to paid advertising is to use advertising not for sales conversion, but to use advertising for awareness marketing or for lead generation. And just to differentiate that, when you think about a funnel of bringing clients into your business, the top of the funnel is they have to know you exist. The middle of the funnel is they know you exist and you're nurturing them, so they have a clear understanding of what you can do for them, what problems you can solve for them. So I would say that's when they turn from being a follower or someone who likes what you're doing to someone who's an actual qualified lead. So lead generation. And then the bottom of the funnel is they have made a decision when they're ready to purchase, and they're either hiring you or someone else. So paid advertising we found to be incredibly beneficial for the top and the middle tiers of the funnel, whether we're using it to generate awareness or to cultivate that awareness into actual qualified leads. And then we use other tools or other approaches to convert those leads into clients. So the second is earned media. And if you've followed my account for any period of time, you know I'm a massive proponent of earned media. I had a conference for 10 years dedicated exclusively to landing and leveraging earned media features. So whether this is getting profiled, interviewed, featured, you could be contributing to podcasts, magazine features, TV shows, YouTube channels, digital outlets, where, and this is the most important part, where your clients already are. So if my clients are watching a specific YouTube channel, it would behoove me to see if I could land a feature on that YouTube channel or that podcast or that magazine or blog or digital news network. This not only grows awareness, but it generates new leads into your business. I just had a local media feature land, and I've already seen new local leads coming into my ecosystem, coming into my funnel. The third thing is a list that you own. Now, the best time to start building a marketing list was yesterday. So, really, the second best time is today. A list that you own is a list of leads, and that could be email, which is probably the most common, SMS marketing, traditional mail, but is a list of prospects that you can contact to not only nurture, but then to pitch offers to, promotion, sales, etc. So the point is, build a list. And this is something that, once again, when we're using advertising, paid advertising, we're driving them into a list so that we can build and nurture that list. And it's far easier and less costly to sell to your list than it is to do paid advertising to get a conversion. The fourth would be renting a list. And this is kind of a amalgamation between paid advertising and having your own list. When you rent a list, you are paying someone who has a list already to promote you, your brand, your product, or your service to their list. You actually don't get the list, but they send out an email on your behalf to their audience. And this could be, well, like I said, email, could be SMS, could be traditional mail. However, the cost can be pretty high with rented lists. So you have to make sure that the audience is highly targeted to what you are trying to provide. So are they the right audience for you? Because you need to ensure that you have an ROI in that. The fifth is having some form of a partnership. And you could sub out the word partnership for affiliates or ambassadors, or it's just a mutually beneficial partnership between you and someone else. But connecting with other individuals, other professionals who have an audience or have a segment of an audience that you want to tap into, and creating an incentivization or a reward for them to refer business to you. So creating different partnerships to cultivate a amplified word of mouth. And that leads us into the sixth way that you could bring in new clients, which is client referrals. So word of mouth marketing, it probably out of all these has the highest conversion rate because we simply trust the referrals of our friends and family. When our friends and family say, hey, you have to work with this person, we believe them. And although it is not quite possible to budget your business around word of mouth, you can ignite it and you can incentivize it for your clients. So offering bonuses, offering incentivize rewards or gifts or free services in exchange for them spreading the good word. The catch is you got to provide great services, because all the benefits in the world, all the incentivizations in the world are not going to help if you're not providing a great service to your clients. Ultimately, your clients want to promote your great service, when we're just going to assume you're providing a great service, so you can incentivize them and you could enhance that. And the seventh, and I saved the seventh for last for a reason. The seventh is manual outbound. Nothing, and I truly mean nothing, will work better than manual outbound. Hour for hour, dollar for dollar, this is the best converting, the highest ROI that you can achieve as a business owner. So what is manual outbound? Manual outbound is directly reaching out to your target clients and proposing your services to them. So yes, this means picking up the phone. Yes, this means sending off an email. Yes, this means sending that DM. It means starting that conversation. Of all the things we do, and we do a lot of these things, we do paid advertising, we do earned media, we do incentivize referral, we do partnerships and ambassadorships. Manual outbound is the thing that outsells all of them. Dollar for dollar, hour for hour. It is the best investment you can have in your business, is to take the time to reach out to your prospective clients, to start conversations with them, to build rapport with them so that you can propose your services, your solutions to their needs. Now, Of course, everyone's business is different, and what you choose out of these 7 to do, or what mix of these you choose to do, is completely up to you. But I would prioritize the top 3. Number 1, manual outbound. Number 2, having a list you own. And number 3, earned media, which you're using to grow a list you own. And what's nice about those 3, manual outbound, having a list you own, and earned media, there's no financial cost to it, just time and energy. Okay, so there's not paid advertising. So if you're bootstrapping, or if you're working with a low threshold on your budget, manual outbound, spend all your time reaching out to prospective clients. You will land new business. Cultivate a list of prospects that you oversee, and then reach out to different media outlets that your target audience is consuming to see if you can land features or interviews or contributions to those media outlets so you can get in front of even more prospects. So those are the 7 ways that you can generate new clients for your creative service business, whether you're a photographer, videographer, designer, etc. So keep working, keep creating, keep earning, and thank you so much for tuning in.